This is Giant Redwood, where you witness the world's most powerful wood-cutting, hauling, and grinding machines. Power, precision, and spectacle, all in one place. When facing giant trees, sometimes wider than a car, only a high-powered chainsaw can get the job done. These saws are fitted with guide bars ranging from 90 centimeters to over 1 meter, paired with robust engines that drive the chain through the toughest, densest wood. To fell a massive tree, the operator must carefully calculate the falling direction, choose a safe position, and make precise cuts. First comes the notch cut, a V-shaped opening on the side where the tree will fall. Then, the long chainsaw bar steadily carves through the trunk from the opposite side. As the saw bites deeper, the cracking sound of fibers breaking fills the air until the colossal tree tilts and crashes to the ground, a moment both breathtaking and dangerous. Operating a giant chainsaw isn't just about raw power. It demands serious skill and safety awareness. A wrong cut could send the tree falling unpredictably, risking lives. That's why operators always wear protective gear, maintain safe distances, and often work in teams to monitor the surroundings. The giant chainsaw is truly the heavy weapon of forestry, transforming towering giants of the forest into timber ready for the next stage of processing. Chainsaws aren't just for felling trees. They're also essential for cutting logs into shorter sections at the landing site. Once the big trunks are hauled out of the forest, operators use chainsaws to size them for transport or for the sawmill. With a sharp chain and powerful engine, a log 50 to 70 centimeters in diameter can be cut cleanly in just seconds. The operator must keep the bar steady to avoid binding and always watch for unexpected rolling of the log. It may look simple, but precision and focus are critical to ensure safety. Compact, yet powerful, the chainsaw is the versatile tool that transforms giant trunks into manageable sections, ready for the next stage of processing. In modern logging, the log grapple attachment for excavators has become indispensable. Instead of the standard digging bucket, the excavator is fitted with hydraulic steel jaws that open and close with precision. When a massive log lies on the ground, the operator lowers the boom, opens the grapple, and clamps it around the log. With powerful hydraulic pressure, the machine can lift trunks weighing several tons, swing them around smoothly, and place them neatly onto trucks or stacking piles. The biggest advantage is speed and safety. In the past, loading logs required teams of workers or bulky machinery, which was slow and risky. Now, a single excavator with a grapple can replace an entire crew, boosting efficiency many times over. However, the operator must always pay attention to the balance and position of the log. A misaligned grip or lifting on unstable ground can cause the machine to tip or drop the load dangerously. That's why skilled handling is essential to maximize both performance and safety. The log grapple excavator attachment is truly the steel arm of forestry. Powerful, versatile, and a huge saver of human labor. Deep in the forest, a massive logging truck struggles through a muddy trail. Suddenly, one wrong move, and the heavy machine sinks halfway into a swamp of thick mud. The wheels spin wildly, splattering dirt everywhere, but the truck won't move an inch. The driver pushes harder, shifts gears, reverses, but each attempt only drags it deeper. In this tense moment, a call for rescue is made. A powerful recovery vehicle arrives, carefully navigating the rough terrain. A giant steel cable is secured tightly to the logging truck's frame. Engines roar together. The cable stretches to its limit, trembling under the force. Slowly, inch by inch, the massive truck begins to rise. Mud tears apart as the wheels emerge, and with a final pull, boom, the machine is freed back onto solid ground. Cheers echo through the forest as the convoy resumes its journey. This is the raw power of heavy machinery and human coordination, conquering the toughest challenges nature throws their way. Inside the sawmill, the vertical blade wood saw comes to life. A massive log is placed onto the conveyor, slowly moving toward the sharp, upright blade. As it makes contact, the vertical saw spins steadily, producing a deep hum as it slices through the log with precision. Piece by piece, smooth wooden boards are separated, dropping neatly onto the conveyor below. Workers make only small adjustments, while the system operates almost automatically. Thanks to its vertical design, the saw produces boards of consistent size and thickness, perfect for furniture, construction, and many other uses. The vertical blade saw delivers not only speed, but also accuracy and efficiency, transforming raw timber into valuable products, ready for the next stage of processing. Once the logs arrive from the forest, the very first step is debarking. The log debarking machine powers on, with strong rollers and rotating shafts gripping the timber and spinning it steadily. Unlike machines that shred bark into small chips, this system strips it into long, continuous ribbons. The bark peels away smoothly, falling in elegant curls to the ground. Some of these bark ribbons are reused as biomass fuel. Others are processed for paper or byproducts. When the bark is gone, the clean, smooth log beneath is revealed, perfectly prepared for sawing. This long strip debarking method makes the process fast, efficient, and ensures that even the bark itself becomes a useful resource. In a modern wood yard, instead of using one machine to cut logs and another to split them, many operators rely on a cut-and-split firewood processor. Compact, efficient, and time-saving. Here's how it works. A log is fed onto the conveyor, passing through a circular saw or chainsaw blade that cuts it into even sections. Immediately after, each section slides directly into a hydraulic wedge or splitting knife. In just seconds, the log is divided into 2, 4, or even 6 pieces. This type of machine is especially valuable for producing firewood or industrial drying wood, since it delivers uniform, neatly sized pieces that are easy to palletize or bag. The operator only needs to load the logs. The machine handles everything else. The biggest advantage is saving time and labor. Within moments, a round log is transformed into ready-to-use firewood. In the wood processing industry, not every part of a tree can be used as solid lumber. Branches, tops, and even twisted logs need to be handled, and that's where the wood chipper machine comes in. The machine runs with a high-speed drum or disc line with sharp steel blades. As whole logs or large branches are fed in, the feed rollers pull them tight, and the rotating knives shred the wood into uniform chips. These wood chips can be used for many purposes: paper production, biomass fuel pellets, or raw material for particle boards. Heavy-duty chippers can even handle tree stumps and large roots, material that was once considered waste. The real strength of this machine lies in waste reduction and maximum resource use. Instead of discarding leftovers, every part of the tree can be turned into something valuable. The roller-type debarking machine is commonly used for medium and small logs. Inside, heavy steel rollers with ridges spin in opposite directions, gripping the log and scraping the bark away. Its advantage is fast, continuous operation, ideal for high-output mills. The bark comes off as small chips, useful as fuel or mulch, while the cleaned log exits smooth and ready for sawing. In logging operations, the forest log truck plays a vital role. These are heavy-duty vehicles with high ground clearance and large tread tires, built to handle rough, muddy forest terrain. The truck bed is long, with clamps or chains securing the logs tightly during transport. Skilled drivers are essential, since a small mistake could cause logs to slip or roll off. Thanks to these trucks, timber from deep inside the forest can be delivered quickly and efficiently to depots or sawmills. In logging sites deep in the forest, trucks can't always reach the trees. That's when specialized tractors are used to drag out the heavy logs. A common scene is two tractors working together. Each one is equipped with a winch cable or hydraulic clamp, fastened to the end of the felled log. The operators skillfully control the throttle, pulling in rhythm so the multi-ton log slowly inches forward across the ground. On steep or muddy terrain, teamwork becomes even more crucial. One tractor pulls while the other helps guide or adds extra pushing force. This job requires coordination, since even a slight misstep could cause the log to jam or tip over. Through the strength of machines and the skill of their operators, these giant logs are brought out to the forest edge, ready for transport to the mill. Deep inside the vast forest, where giant trees have just been felled, a unique machine makes its appearance, the two-wheeled log carrier. Don't be fooled by its size. Though compact, this vehicle is built for extreme terrain. Steep slopes, muddy trails, rocky ground, and tangled roots. With oversized wheels and thick, grippy tires, it can go where heavy trucks would never dare to venture. At the back, a special clamp or frame locks heavy logs firmly in place. Often operated by just one skilled driver, the machine uses raw engine power combined with balance and control to drag massive logs out of the woods. Surprisingly, despite its small frame, this two-wheeled carrier can haul impressive loads, thanks to its powerful pull and clever weight distribution. It is the silent hero of forestry, working in remote areas where larger machines simply cannot reach. When the engine roars, echoing through the trees, logs are hauled out with force and precision. The driver must stay balanced, alert, and quick thinking, a job that demands both courage and years of experience. The two-wheeled log carrier is not just a machine. It's a symbol of human ingenuity, blending mechanical strength with human skill to conquer the most unforgiving landscapes. In wood processing, once the logs have been cut into smaller pieces, the next step is splitting firewood. And this is where the cone screw log splitter shows its true power. Its design is simple, yet incredibly efficient. A hardened steel cone, shaped like a giant screw, mounted onto a rotating shaft. As it spins at high speed, the spiral threads of the cone gradually bite into the wood grain. Within seconds, even a thick log is split cleanly into halves or quarters. What makes this machine remarkable is its smart splitting principle. Instead of brute force with an axe or hammer, it relies on steady rotational power. This means less effort, greater safety, and far higher productivity. The cone splitter is especially useful for preparing firewood, supplying fuel for industrial furnaces, or small-scale woodworking shops. For long logs, the operator simply pushes the end against the spinning cone. The machine takes care of the rest. The metallic whir of the cone, followed by the sharp crack of wood fibers splitting apart, creates a scene that's both powerful and mesmerizing. The cone screw splitter is a true testament to human ingenuity, turning a back-breaking job into a quick, precise, and efficient process. In the timber industry, one of the most essential steps is cutting logs into smaller sections for easier transport and further processing. That's why powerful log cutting machines are used. These machines are often equipped with large circular saw blades or rotating knives. When a long log is fed in, clamps or conveyors hold it firmly in place. Then the blade drops down and slices the wood cleanly into short, evenly sized pieces. The most impressive part is the speed and accuracy. Instead of spending hours with hand saws or axes, the machine can cut dozens of log sections in just minutes. Logs several meters long are transformed into compact chunks, ready to be loaded onto trucks or sent to wood splitters and grinders. The sound is unforgettable. The steel blade biting through the fibers, mixed with the crisp crack of splinters breaking apart. It's raw, mechanical power at work. With these log cutting machines, hard manual labor has been replaced by modern mechanical efficiency, saving time, boosting productivity, and keeping workers safer. The wood chipper is designed to turn logs, branches, and waste wood into small chips. Inside, a high-speed rotating drum with sharp knives shreds the material instantly, reducing bulky logs into neat, uniform fragments. This machine makes full use of every piece of wood, from trunks to offcuts, producing chips for paper, particle boards, biomass pellets, or fuel. The roar of the engine and crunching blades create a powerful, unforgettable scene. On the journey from forest to sawmill, after transport and rough cutting, the next key step is debarking the logs. Traditionally a heavy, labor-intensive job, it is now handled quickly and efficiently by the modern wood debarking machine. As the log is fed into the machine, powerful rollers grip and rotate it, while sharp debarking blades peel away the outer layer. The bark comes off in long, continuous strips, leaving the clean inner wood exposed and ready for sawing, cutting, or further processing. What's impressive is that the bark is not wasted. These long strips are collected and reused for paper pulp, biomass fuel, or agricultural mulch, ensuring that every part of the tree is put to use. The machine's operation is both powerful and precise. The steady grind of rollers pressing against the log, combined with the tearing sound of bark being stripped away, creates an industrial rhythm. It's a crucial step, transforming raw forest logs into clean, ready-to-use material for the next stage in the production line.